272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he goes down shy of the 25-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Call it a gain of 13, and the Chiefs have a first down.
44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And the first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100. Real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100. Real quick.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send Worthy in motion. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This one will be from 37 yards out. That one is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right to the air is Richardson. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here we go. Warriors 70, Cougar 19, 18, pioneer. Go.
On 4th down, Richardson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Mahomes on 1st down. Rolling right. Taking off. And he'll be forced out of bounds as hiccup a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Now Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Rose. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Hey, 57, 57, 43, 43. Hey, yo, go.
Here's Mahomes. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd and 10. The outside catch made by Worthy. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A give here to Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on on fourth down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack. Yellow. 15. Return.
Now Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown Chiefs. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The score, Chiefs 10, Seahawks nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
Ready? 18 rattlers.
On first down, it's Richardson. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He's got room past the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 10-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Go check. Come on.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll get about 2. Joshua Williams there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
On second down, Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the work is close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and
19 Lions. 60, Cup 19. 65, trap 50, trap 6. Warriors 70.
From the gun, Richardson moving to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a pass to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
On first down, it's Mahomes, who dropped this underneath to Pacheco. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. A big play here in the big game. Pickup of 46 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Here's Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
One more time with Pacheco. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. Good blocking, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Put down Casey. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. What a standout performance early on in this one. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Hold it ready. Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Going for it all. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 38 yards.
39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 7 back, 70 Lions. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. This one's batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively by
19
Trent
tight,
McDuffie.
19 tight.
Throwing, Richardson. That one swung out wide to Walker. Oh. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
Gain of 31 yards.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Third and 7. To throw is Mahomes. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Emmanwori is there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Exiting the pocket right. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. 15, yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and he'll take the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
60 Bison. Ready.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson. Quick throw taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Richardson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
Get it. 60 Eagles. Hawk 70, Hawk 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready, go.
Richardson to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready,
Second down throw for Richardson. Now he'll run. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, the chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw, it's Richardson. On the run to the right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Look at 19. Tag. Cowboy 80.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 4.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
One final throw before the break. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. His kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go. 19 Lions.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Okay.
Richardson gonna look to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
From the gun, Richardson going up top. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
19 tight, 79 Broncos. Ready,
On fourth down, Richardson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. All ready. Attack. 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll go with him again. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
6-yard line.
Easy.
Here's Mahomes. This one caught just past the pylon. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Chiefs. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out to a 24-10 lead.
Seahawks 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, marking that 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back to 60. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield.
Brings up
And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
79 Broncos. Ready. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Richardson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here we go. Check, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo, come 19, come 19.
They'll go. Richardson. That is hard. Down the field, he's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll fill up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready. 7-5, 19 Tiger, 19, go.
On 2nd down, Richardson moving outside the pocket. Now he'll air one out, and that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk, a heck of a catch. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18 card, driving 60.
Here's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. And 2nd and
Throwing, Richardson. Flush to his right. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchdown. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 36 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. He's got his man, he finds Worthy. And he's into the end zone, and they are They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
31. Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
His first catch of the Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
It's 2nd down.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson. Out to his right. Off he goes. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Richardson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Dragon 60!
Richardson to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow!
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. Taken at about the 6. Now a hit, and he lost the football.
Buffalo 18! Ready?
On first down, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they forced a turnover, and now their offense is back to the field.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing fourth down.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
And the Chiefs have done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
Another great moment for this terrific franchise. The Lombardi Trophy once again belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.